Good evening. Welcome to Mr. Night Terrors. And today I take you to Philadelphia, a city where the echoes of the past become nightmares of the present. Are you ready for what's coming? A laugh in the dark. Do you dare to listen? Get ready for 3 true stories that will make your blood run cold. A prison where prisoners never rest. A 4 where the dead still fight, and a mansion where pain refuses to leave. Stay with me. Story 1. Eastern State Penitentiary. I am a night guard at Eastern State Penitentiary, the first penitentiary in the world to use solitary confinement. The year is 1829, and this place promises to reform criminals, but I only see suffering etched on the walls. It's midnight. The stone corridors are silent, and my flashlight barely cuts through the gloom of the empty cells. The air is heavy, as if someone was staring at me from the shadows. I tell myself it's my mind playing tricks, but I can't shake this feeling that I'm not alone. I start my round in block 12, where they say that laughter resonates for no reason. My boots hit the cold floor, and the echo bounces off the walls, but I hear other, lighter footsteps behind me. I stop. Silence. I turn quickly, and nothing. Only darkness. I laugh nervously, thinking it's the echo, but then a guttural laugh explodes in the air, deep as if springing from the cracks in the stone. My heart is pounding, and a shiver runs down my neck to my feet. I decide to follow the sound, even though my legs are shaking. Block 12 is empty, but a shadow crosses the wall in front of me. Fast, inhuman, with no body to project it. I freeze, the flashlight shaking in my hand. I feel an icy cold brushing against my neck, as if someone is breathing too close. I turn again. Nothing. Just the echo of my own heavy breathing. With a runaway pulse, I advance to block 6. More shadows dance on the walls, figures that fall apart when I focus on them. The air cools suddenly, and a smell of stale soap hits my nostrils. I remember the story of the soap lady, a woman murdered here, her life torn from within these walls. I decide to go to block 4, where they say he appears. I go up to the 2nd floor. Each step is heavier, as if the air itself is pushing me backwards. At the end of the hallway, I see her. A blank, motionless figure. Her eyes are empty wells, her face pale as death, her dress stained with dried blood. My throat closes. I try to take a step, but an invisible force stops me. I feel a pressure in my chest, as if my soul were being crushed. I can't breathe. She slowly fades away, leaving an echo of her soft laugh. An emptiness that follows me. I end my round shivering, breaking out in a cold sweat. It wasn't my imagination. I felt his icy touch, his hollow gaze. Something lives here, trapped, and it won't let go. If you heard that laughter in the night, would you keep going? Or would you run without looking back? Eastern State is one of the most haunted places in America. Ghost hunters captured a shadowy figure in block 12, and most haunted recorded objects moving on their own. Al Capone, imprisoned here in 1929, swore that the ghost of Jimmy Clark, a victim of the St. Valentine's Day massacre, haunted him every night. Story 2. Fort Mifflin. I'm at Fort Mifflin, an 18th century fort on the banks of the Delaware River. It's night, and this place smells of ancient death. It was the scene of fierce battles and cruel imprisonment where thousands perished. I walk through the bastions. The ruins creak beneath my feet. The wind howls between the stones, but it doesn't explain why I feel something stalking me from the shadows. Suddenly I see it. A tall figure wearing a threadbare Civil War uniform. where his face should be. There is only a black void. It's the Faceless Man, William H. Howe, executed here in 1864 for desertion and murder. My skin stands on end. I try to back up, but he slides toward me, silent. A biting chill runs through my chest and my flashlight flickers as if it wants to go out. My breathing rages, panic creeps up my throat. Then a heart-rending scream tears through the night. A screaming woman, an echo of pain that echoes in the strong. The sound freezes my blood, and the air becomes thick, hard to swallow. I try to stay calm, but an invisible hand pushes me back, hard, as if rejecting me. My flashlight goes out for an instant, and when it comes back, I'm alone. Or so I think. I hear whispers, now broken voices in a language I don't understand, slipping in from the shadows. I decide to run towards the exit, but on the way, I see more figures, soldiers of the revolution, with haggard faces, hollow eyes that haunt me. My heart beats in my ears. I run faster, but the path seems to lengthen. The ruins twist around me. Finally, I come out panting, but I feel that the Faceless Man is still breathing down the back of my neck. If you saw the Faceless Man in front of you, would you stand still? Or would you run away with everything you have? Fort Mifflin is a paranormal hotspot in the US. Visit Philadelphia, documents sightings of Howe and the screams of the screaming woman. Visitors have been jostling and hearing voices for decades. Story 3. Hill Physic House. I'm in Hill Physic House, a 1786 mansion home to Dr. Philip Singh Physic, the father of modern surgery. I was invited to a dinner party, but since I walked through the door, something is not right. I sit at the table, surrounded by laughter and chatter, but the air feels thick, as if it squeezes my chest. The others do not notice it, I do. There's something else here watching me from the corners. Suddenly a thud sounds at the front door. The host frowns, opens, but there is no one. Minutes later, another blow, stronger. A shiver runs through me. This repeats itself, and each impact shakes my nerves. I decide to go out into the garden looking for fresh air, but then I see her. A figure in an antique dress next to a tree that is not there. It is Elizabeth Physic, the doctor's ex-wife. His sad eyes pierce me like needles. I feel his pain on my own skin. I take a step towards it, but it fades away, leaving a low cry that digs into my mind. I go back inside, restless. Now I hear heavy footsteps upstairs. Slow, deliberate, I go upstairs, my heart in my throat. But the corridor is empty. Only the echo of those footsteps remains, reverberating on the walls. The house is alive, loaded with Elizabeth's memories and who knows what else. During dinner, I feel those eyes again, piercing me. I'm not alone. I never was. If you felt that tightness in your chest, would you run away? Or would you stay to investigate? Hill Physic House is famous for the ghost of Elizabeth Physic, seen weeping where her favorite tree once stood, cut down before her death in 1815. Visitors report footsteps, blows, and a presence does not leave. Philadelphia doesn't just hold history, it is a portal to the afterlife. From Eastern State to Fort Mifflin to Hill Physic, the spirits are alive, waiting. Have you ever felt a chill that you can't explain? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to Mr. Night Terrors for more sleepless nights. If you don't, well, ghosts might come for you. Thank you for joining me in this darkness. Until next time, friends, rest if they can.